Hi, Renee. I wanted to bring these three images to your attention. They're from a series called The Neighbors by Arnie Svensson. And what this guy did, he photographed through the windows of his neighbors in Lower Manhattan. And he was actually taken to court, but he was found innocent um, because the curtains weren't drawn. Basically, the neighbors didn't seem to be bothered by the possibility that people could look in. He was let off the hook. So, but I mean, I have to comment on the form of these photographs. For example, look at the composition, the rule of thirds, then grids forming here. Oh, there's the woman's butt, so there's an overtone, but still it's a shape. It's a green shape taking up this part of the frame. Okay, so then next we have something like this, perfectly symmetrical. Here's a couple sitting in the morning. Looks like she might be pregnant. But here's this table, the leg of the table holding the center, plus it's within the window that are holding close to the thirds, the third of the way through from each side, and then the guy and the woman. So it's a very symmetrical composition, kind of interesting. And then we have this where we have the curtain coming in from here, and then is there a person in there? This could be a mannequin for all intents and purposes. So this is an interesting series of photographs. But anyway, yeah, he was found not guilty, and yet he intruded on someone's privacy. So that's an interesting case. But again, if you don't want people to see you, draw the curtain. So I guess that's the bottom line. And you also brought up an interesting point about Osama bin Laden. I mean, you're absolutely right. I would have loved to see the body because, I'm suspecting that he was never killed. I don't totally trust the government. So how do I know? So yeah, for all the talk about yes, protecting the vulnerable. Oh, let me read you the passage from the NPPA's. Yeah, here it is. I'll show it to you. Let's see. No, here. Let me just read it to you. Treat all subjects with respect and dignity. Give special consideration to vulnerable subjects and compassion to victims of crime or tragedy. Intrude on private moments of grief only when the public has an overriding and justifiable need to see. So here we have to kind of strike a balance between what is the public's overriding need to see, or is it just shock value? Anyway, I wanted to just bring this to your attention to see what you thought. It's food for thought, and part of what this class is about is to get you to think about stuff. So that's it for now, Renee. I will talk to you next time. Take care.